we get our first scene with Jessica Jones.
Yes.
And she is in a suburban home and she is taking care of a mixed child as there are black SUVs showing up to her house and she defends off her home and protects her child.
There's so many questions we gotta ask. Who's the father of this child? When did this child was conceived? Is she in a relationship with the child's father? What have
Yep.
we missed? How much time has passed and how old is this child? Because this is definitely something shocking to me because I'm not gonna lie to you. I know what happens in the comics that Jessica Jones marries Luke Cage, aka Power Man. And I'm not saying that Luke Cage is the father, but I'm definitely questioning when it has happened because we already know from the previous Netflix series that everything is becoming canonized that Luke Cage and Jessica Jones had a previous relationship with each other. But that's where I also have a, how do I say this? I have a bone to pick because when we last left off in Luke Cage, he had a serious relationship with the nurse.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm okay with if we're gonna go to the way of the comics, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with it. Awesome. Cool. But I was really rooting for the nurse and Luke Cage to get back together. But overall, it was amazing to see Christian Redder come back as Jessica Jones. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it was a long time coming. I feel like I've been counting the days and the episodes when I was gonna see Jessica Jones. It was amazing. It was fun to see her. She definitely didn't miss a heartbeat. It felt like as if we're really definitely getting continuation from the Defenders. Like, to be honest with you, that's just my whole like how
You
I feel.
so you enjoyed the Jessica Jones part because
I did.
I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of underwhelming, if honestly,
I want to say underwhelming. I felt like it was long overdue, but also to
for
be
the
honest
hype
with you,
that it got, it was underwhelming.
okay. Oh no, if you're referring to the hype, yes, most definitely. Because I definitely thought that she should have played a bigger role in the last two episodes, at least the last two episodes.
Yes.
But overall, it was cool to see her. I love her. I love her character. Definitely want more of her. And it's crazy to see her and Matt Murdock have an action scene together. Cause
Wait, hold on. Let me jump to it. Let me jump to it.
okay, all right,
So Jessica Jones meets with Daredevil about the assault on her home, and she starts talking about specific individuals, not naming them by name. I feel like this particular scene is very, very important about the government being interested in the vigilante superpowered individuals, and some joined the cause and some didn't. I'm kind of paraphrasing her words, but I kind of have a feeling that she's referring to Luke Cage.
yes and no. I also feel like we're going back to what we were talking about with Wonder Man, Miss Marvel. I feel like they are basically trying to collect the super enhanced individuals. And I definitely feel like this is becoming a pivotal role going forward. So I'm questioning because as they're saying super individual enhanced individuals, correct?
Hmm.
Are they referring to mutants? Because are we saying that they're mutants? Are we talking about just individually anybody like superheroes? Because this is gonna play a bigger role because I'm sitting there like thinking about like, bro, if it wasn't the ABTF going after Jessica Jones, why would the government go after them? That's a big question because that's something that I feel like is going over our heads as fans. Maybe because I think they were trying to basically get us to focus on Jessica Jones alone. Like the return of Jessica Jones. Don't get me wrong, that was a hype. But we also can't forget that who sent those individuals to just the to the home of Jessica Jones. That was Mr. Charlie. We come to find out that Jessica Jones did her digging. Mr. Charlie is, we already know this that the CIA is supplying Kingpin with military grade weapons that are supposed to been shipped it somewhere else overseas, I believe, correct? And now that Fisk is now on his own path, he's on the fuck it mode. He basically gave his own people, his own task force, the weapons now to do what they please with those weapons. Exactly what is going on because it feels as if Mr. Charlie's gonna do something.
Yeah. That's the big
And
mystery since episode 1. We don't know what Charlie's doing with these weapons and why he's so desperate to get them shipped out of New York.
facts.
Speaking of the weapons, Daredevil and Jessica Jones, they go inside the warehouse where they move the weapons to from Red Hook and they blow up the warehouse. Now, it's interesting because Daredevil noticed Jessica was moving a little bit differently, like she was hurt or something like that. And I don't think we've ever experienced Jessica Jones actually being hurt. And Officer Powell's a normal human being in this TV show. And when they blew up the warehouse, attempting to the warehouse, Officer Powell struck Jessica and she was bleeding and she hit the ground. So I don't know. Am I reading too much into this or is there something going on here?
Yo, I'm glad you brought it up because we definitely got to talk about this because Officer Powell took a strike from Jessica Jones. Bro, what is going on? So, like, there's so many things running in my head because I'm sitting there like, what's going on? Because he took that blow as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely sitting here like sitting there, plotting like, bro, you're supposed to be a regular dude, a regular decker, and you just took that, you slumped it like, ate it like, that's it. I expected better from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then proceeded to demolish Jessica Jones, which I didn't like because I'm sitting there like, that's bullshit.
But that's
That's
the
bullshit.
crazy thing because Daredevil had to intervene and he was able to take her down easily. So I'm thinking it's more of, is Jessica losing her powers?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm sitting there like, because she did say she was getting soft. She was getting weak. And I'm sitting there, maybe it could be that, but I'm almost sitting there, she's a superhuman. She was born that way. She wasn't enhanced through like Captain America was. She was born that way, just like Luke Cage. Well, not Luke Cage, but I'm sorry. She was born that way. So either she was holding back or Officer Powell is taking something
Or
behind the
maybe,
scenes.
maybe since she hasn't used her powers again, we don't know what the timeline is from the time that the last season of Jessica Jones. Matter of fact, we don't know what the last season of Daredevil was, where Jessica Jones may have not used her powers for. How old do you think that big girl is? Maybe 4 or 5, maybe.
Years old?
Yeah, four or
I think that
five
child
years
has to
old.
probably be like 3 or 4.
Like three or
No more,
four.
no older than
So
that.
there's definitely a timeline
There's a gap.
question.
There's a gap. There's
Yeah.
so many questions.